puts it on pizza, on pasta, on pork chops, on steak. And that's understandable. I'm not saying that it's not. But ask her why she has to put it on salad, on her vegetables, in her protein shake.
Because it tastes good and it's good for you.
Why don't you put it on your cornflakes? Maybe sprinkle it on a banana. She's doing this to piss me off, Doc.
What about the smell of blood? What about the stench of rotting corpses? Do you think that ever comes out of my clothes?
But it doesn't physically turn your stomach, does it?
I want to throw up this very moment.
What we have here is a lack of mutual understanding. The simple solution would be to form a neutral territory where neither of the offensive items is permitted.
It's easier said than done.
For you or for me?
There are other seasonings you can use, Barbara.
There's no substitution for garlic.
There's no substitution for blood either. What am I supposed to use? Corn syrup and red food coloring and just pretend I'm satiated while I wither up and die.
Could do that last part.
Barbara, is there any way you can use garlic only on the meals you eat outside the house?
Listen, Dr. Hackam?
It's pronounced Hackam.
Oh, I'm sorry. Dr.
That's uncalled for.
I'll give it a try if he will.
Are you really going to ask me to stop eating in my own house? What kind of sacrifice is that?
It's a huge sacrifice. However,
I'm talking about for her. I have to skip a whole meal. All she has to do is stop using one goddamn ingredient. One.
It's all about you, isn't it? You know he brought a derelict into the house last week, Doc? Ripped his throat out right in front of me. How do you think that makes me feel?
Is this true, Jacob?
She has my friend's teeth on her necklace. A friend I'd known for 50 years. How do you think that made me feel?
Who was this?
Carl Lindquist.
Carl. Oh no, you two met back at that Beatles concert in DC in, what was it, 64?
I'm sorry, do you two know each other?
You know, he came over with me to Wales to study with the Maharishi. That was after Altamont.
I just got so violent over here.
Violent, says the bloodsucker. You know, for having been around for how long? How old are you?
You know how old I am, honey.
Let's do some math then. You're 115 years old, which I find hard to believe considering in all that time you have never learned how to clean a bathroom.
That has nothing to do with this.
How often do you eat?
I eat very lean.
You only eat fat people.
I don't eat anyone, per se. I suck.
You got that right.
Fine. From now on, I'll just eat buxom blondes. How about that?
Oh, now you want me to get a boob job, is that it?
I don't think that's what he meant.
Of course you would take his side. You're a bloodsucker just like he is.
I only drink the blood of free-range Angus cattle and Nigerian dwarf goats, whose carcasses I then donate to those less fortunate than myself. Can we get back on track here? So then you both agree that the house is off limits, that there are to be no...
Gluttony is a sin.
Look who's talking. I caught you sucking on rats in the basement last
We
week.
have an infestation. Would you rather I just let them multiply?
Let's just say you eat once a week, like a snake. That's 115 times 52 is what, like 6,000 murders?
I kill out of necessity, Barbara.
6,000 innocent lives just so you can live?
Whereas I am alive, I am not truly living.
I don't want to hear it, you hippie.
Would you rather I just kill myself?
No, that's my job.
No weapons. The sign outside is very clear about that.
You know this is going to heal in about 5 seconds. How about this?
Be civil, please.
You know it's not going to change anything, right?
Yeah, but it makes me feel better.
Do you like hurting me that much?
Now that's a very intriguing question. Barbara, what are your feelings on that?
Fucking head off and watch you burst into flames!
You never were a very good slayer. That's why I hooked up with you in the first place, so I'd never have to worry.
Faked all my orgasms. You're no Barnabas Collins. You're not even Pee-wee from that Buffy movie.
Let's settle things down, folks. Jacob, take a seat. Barbara, you don't want to do that. What I would like to talk about today is the origin of your union. What brought you together in the first place and has kept you together all these years. Let's begin with you, Barbara. Alrighty then, I'll shoot it over to you, Jake. What is it that you love about Barbara, your wife? To have and to hold, for better, for worse, in sickness and health, till death till death parts you from her. I mean, you're already dead, right, pal? Right. Obviously, this time you've chosen to completely ignore the sign out front.
Your breath smells better today. What is that? Garlic butter over garlic chicken over garlic pasta with a heaping helping of garlic on top?
Yeah? Your breath smells like a Rottweiler on a paleo diet took a shit in a bum's mouth.